days left because today is 30th of November. No, actually October. Jeez. So October. 30th of October, so we have 2 more days left to set up an altar for the Day of Death, or Dia de los Muertos as they say it in Mexico. And as I live in Mexico, I would like to show you how to set up the altar if is something you are interested in. I'm not just showing you how to do and you just copy paste, but I want you to understand what is the meaning of the element and why we put certain things into the altar. But before we jump into this very exciting thing, let's have a couple of words about why people set up an altar. The altar is the way to honor, remember and welcome back the spirit of loved ones who have passed away. The altar is seen as a temporary space where the world of the living and the world of the dead connect. By setting up an altar, families invite the spirit of their loved ones to come back and celebrate with them. No, it's not a sad event. It is a celebration of life and memory and continuity. The items placed on the altar, like photos, favorite foods, candles, flowers, mainly the cempasúchil, the marigold and the sugar skulls, they are all symbolizing remembrance, guidance, nourishment and joy, helping to welcome the spirit home. The animation called Coco, if you didn't see that, please watch if you're interested in this kind of topic, Dia de los Muertos, because it's not just beautifully made, but it's perfectly representing what is really happening around these days in Mexico. So here we go. Let's go through the elements first, what we will put onto the altars. Normally the altar can be huge and the altar can be very small, maybe just a photo with a candle and that's it. So if you really want to do, please don't stop yourself and just do what you really feel, okay? The altar can have multiple levels. It's representing the earth, the heaven and the underworld, or the phases of life. So again, you can use boxes for this if you want to do a multiple level, or you can be creative. Mine will be just a very simple one level one. At the heart of the altar is the photograph of the person you are honoring. It can be multiple person, so it doesn't have to be only one. It can be placed on the top if you have a multiple level altar, or it can just simply placed into the center of the altar. Along with the photo, you can add personal items like a favorite book or even the favorite food of the person. The main thing that these items for the spirit helps to recognize that, yes, this is my place. Next is the representation of the 4 elements. Each altar honors these 4 elements: the water, earth, wind and fire. Why we have water on the altar? Water is set out to remove the thirst of the soul after the long journey back. Simply just place a glass of water or a clay pot on the altar, representing purity and a refreshing welcome. Earth is represented through food, especially pan de muerto, a sweet bread baked for holiday. Earth nourishes the spirits and reminds us of the fruits of life. You might also add other favorite foods of your loved ones to show love and hospitality, or all sorts of fruit. Wind is represented by papel picado, which is a very delicate paper which moves with the breeze, symbolizing the presence of spirits. It has very vibrant colors, so it adds beauty and energy to the altar. Candles represents fire, guiding spirits back to the land of living. The flames serve as a light to help them to find their way. Many people use a candle for each loved ones, creating a path of warmth and guidance. Added elements: cempasúchil or marigold. This is the flower of Dia de los Muertos. They bring orange and yellow colors to the altar, symbolizing the sun, and their scent helps to lead the spirits to the altar. Sprinkle petals around the altar or place them in the vase. Salt, a small dish of salt, purifies and protects, ensuring spirits are safe during their journey. It's a simple but meaningful addition. Calaveras or skulls. They made from chocolate or sugar, mine specially made from paper mache. They are representing the cycle of life and death. They are bright and colorful or sweet, showing that death is a part of life to be celebrated, not feared. And at the end you can add some personal touches, the personal items of the person, and when the spirit arrives, they can feel more at home. Creating a Dia de los Muertos altar is a meaningful way to honor those who have passed, keeping their memory alive and close. Whether your altar is big or small, what matters most is the love and the intention behind it. Happy Dia de los Muertos for all of you. Remember to honor, cherish and celebrate. Subscribe if you don't want to miss my next video. See you there.